Welcome to day 5. It's a day that will inspire a great deal of the thinking that I do over the rest of the trip, and a lot of the things that I realize as well. It was a great experience. Some may rate the quality of an experience based on its enjoyability, while others may rate it based on its value. I knew, even as it was happening, what it would do for me. And remember all the things that had to happen that led up to today. Meeting Steve, who just happened to live near a monastery and could take me directly there. Their doors are open at midnight and I walk in, and that was the last thing you saw yesterday. One of the reasons for my misery, I keep messing up in school. I haven't had the focus to get my degree, and medication hasn't been adequate. So my plan for this trip is to learn meditation, to travel between Buddhist retreats and just meditate in nature. I want to remove myself from the city and partially from society to really explore this technique and then also my ideas. The other thing is that to learn meditation, quit smoking, replace smoking with meditation as a means to sort of calm myself and then also to concentrate. And I'm expecting that to reinvigorate me and give me what I need to direct my energies, or to have those energies. There's a very practical thing of meditation. When am I going to edit these videos? I guess once I get to Switzerland, especially because there's a meditation center in Geneva. If you know your why, you can bear almost any how. I need to learn meditation. I need to get to a meditation center. First long distance ride, so this is pretty exciting. The British guy, his name's Steve. So I'm telling him about how there's a meditation center in Geneva that I'm interested in going to, but he doesn't go through Geneva. He says, interestingly enough, there's a monastery about 5 kilometers from him, a Tibetan Buddhist monastery. How about that? So this is very exciting.
Driving into the moon. Maybe it's a sign. Your path lies this way.
That's right. I'm already pretty convinced by the science of the fact that you're an Englishman who lives near a monastery in Switzerland. I want mountains and I want these monasteries. This is the guy who kept waking me up last night because he was swearing. I thought he just had Tourette's or something. So this morning, I'm taking the stuff out of my backpack because there's a leak in it. And I wanted to start letting things dry out because I didn't want to do that last night because I didn't want to wake anybody up. But I guess I was too noisy, and so he started swearing again. I was like, oh, he's having another episode. And he goes,
you wake me up when I come in, you wake me up with your snoring, now you wake me up in the morning. Jesus, are you gonna let me sleep?
So apparently he doesn't have Tourette's, he was just swearing because I kept waking him up. That was soul crushing. So when I arrived around midnight, there's a guy, I told him that I would just camp out in the field. And he said that although he's not in charge of all this stuff, that maybe it'll be okay for me to just spend the night here, even though I don't have any money, because sometimes it's okay. Anyway, so I get there this morning to the breakfast place, and I'm just kind of looking around, not sure that I want to eat until I've talked to somebody, and a monk woman comes up to me, asks me whether she can help. And she asked, did you sleep here, blah, blah, blah. And she said, are you going to stay again tonight? And I said, well, no, because I don't actually have any money, so I'm just going to camp out. And she said,
oh, okay, well, you have to pay here.
So,
you can eat now, but then it's done. C'est fini. Okay?
And she was like, you
can eat.
So then I was like, well, no, I'd rather not. And she goes,
no, go ahead. But now you know for the future. And then it's done.
She's like, no, I'd rather not eat. I also kind of lost my appetite, to be honest. So, morning. Yeah, but she was kind of upset that I stayed the night. I don't know, the French woman monk.
Quite young?
Yeah, no, not very young. Short, dark skinned.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna head out and
No worries.
alright.
No worries. You fine?
Yeah, it's just yeah.
What's the thing now?
Huh?
What was the
Oh, well, she said, because I said that she asked me whether I was gonna stay tonight. And I said, no, I'm just gonna camp out because I don't have any money.
Yeah.
And she said, okay, well, you have to pay to be here, so you know, c'est fini. So, but do you know if there's any possibility to, like, is there any possibility to work in exchange for just like to meditate, to learn meditation? And
How long
is
do
there
you want to
anything?
stay here?
I mean, I have 2 months, but maybe just a week.
Yeah. I can ask. It's just that, I mean, there's quite some people that live here.
Yeah.
There's 2 camps,
Okay.
so that's a little bit different.
Okay.
Because I talked to a little bit, I don't live here. I mean, I know this place for many years.
Yeah.
So, but really don't worry.
Okay.
So really don't worry. No?
Okay.
Don't stress on yourself.
I am. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. People. That's right. I have to remember.
Yeah. I will drop a word,
Okay.
and then you will be around here, right?
Yeah, I'll be around.
Don't worry.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Over there, the dining hall.
Yeah, that's where I was, but I didn't want to eat because I felt very uncomfortable. So. I know. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks.
And did you have a temple?
No, I didn't. Yeah.
You should.
Yeah, I should. Okay.
That's
Yeah. So just
the next building.
okay. All right, I'll check it out. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Why was that so crushing? Yeah. Fuck. Why can't I learn this lesson of being skeptical of others? It's not me. Oh, Jesus. It's hopeless. No, it's not actually hopeless, but it just feels that way. Alright. Yesterday was amazing, and today there's a guy swearing because I'm being too loud. He's trying to be so quiet. And I had the leak. I had to get everything out to dry because I don't know how long I'm going to be here. And then I find out I'm basically just staying at a hotel. Not what I was thinking. So. Why did that make me want to cry, though? What is wrong with me that I'm so easily victimized? We have to figure out why that hurt me so much. That's what we need to work on. A couple of thoughts I had. Do I speak with the same confidence that I lambast, I guess, other people for speaking with especially when they end up being wrong?
Alright, come on.
Or maybe that's just a way of speaking. And maybe I even speak like that and don't even realize it. Do I? Second thing. It was nice that she was very clear. You know. Okay, hold on. We're not done. Just journaling here. Oh, what a lame setting for my journaling. Oh wait, what's that? Anyways, I'm just journaling, and then I guess there were some kids up there, and they threw a frisbee down in the road there, and actually I got up and went and got it. Tried to throw it up to them, totally failed. Threw it like way over there rather than up there. So then I went and got it and handed it to them. So maybe I'll get a job, just like for a couple of weeks to stay here to practice. Also, there's a meditation course at 3, which I'm allowed to go to, which is great. Let's go for a run now. Hi, buddy. So, it's been kind of eventful. Like the time when I tried to help, try to contribute to return the favor for the cost of washing the 2 sheets. And there's this flag line. This line of flags need to be connected from one corner, what you see on the right, to the balcony or the roof or whatever, and then to the other corner, which was where I was standing. And so I thought, okay, I'm gonna help. And so I pull, and it broke, it fell. Anyway, so what's it been like? It's been cool, I guess. The money thing is certainly an issue. And it got dead silent when, because I joined somebody at their table outside. I didn't dare sit with someone inside right next to the food, But I wanted to sit outside and read. And then I thought, maybe they'll offer me something to eat. But I'm not all that hungry, so, whatever. But anyway, so there's a table outside. I sit next to them. Right, I asked to join them, and then one of them, he's a cool guy. Seems like a real smart guy, too. Funny guy as well. He, Tupton. He asked me, hey, so you're not gonna have lunch? I said, oh no, I don't have any money, so I'm actually gonna sleep. Dude, I could sleep up here, dude. Yeah, why the hell not? Yeah, this is where I'm gonna sleep. But of course, it would be cool to wake up to the lake. But somebody said that field is private land, but maybe they don't know what field they're talking about. Anyway, so I said I'm gonna sleep in the field. I don't have any money. And then I said I'll figure out food tomorrow or something. And then just dead silence. And I think it's really true what Yo said. There are 2 camps. I think there's a camp that thinks that they should have a little bit more of an open door policy, and a camp that that considers themselves more practical, while the first camp considers them maybe greedy or something. It's interesting. I don't know what the moral thing is. Why they should just tell me to get the fuck out? No, that wouldn't be, I don't think, the right thing. Yeah, man, I got a lot of work to do because that shouldn't have upset me so much. I don't even know why it upset me so much. I guess it's just hard when someone rebuffs you or rejects you or in any way suggests that you may have done something wrong. It's hard to just say fuck them. It's easy for you, but that's why you're not a good critical thinker. Oops. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Anyway, just did a little 10-minute run. I guess now I'm gonna head back down. But I gotta look at maybe jobs or something. The brother of one of the nuns said, well, you're not here to work, right? Well, because there's meditation course starting in 3 weeks, and he said, you could do that. And I said, yeah, how much is there, something like that? And he's like, well, it's in 3 weeks, you could get a job and cover it. And then he said he was joking. I don't know what's going on, but I know there's a lot I don't know about sort of the politics here. Also, I don't think I realized Buddhists believe in deity, which is kind of disappointing. But maybe I don't know what they mean by that. Peace. So this is the field, very tall grass. I don't think it could be private property. This is nice. Yeah, we could sleep here. Right? This is tough. I feel like a fucking pariah in this place. Nobody wants to talk to me. It was cool at lunch, but then now there's nobody says hi or anything. It might all be in my head, right? Because of this morning, I know I shouldn't stress it. I'm going to persevere. And be dedicated. People are so confusing and stupid and wrong and confident. Yeah. For listening to those Buddhist teachings. Je peux vous aider? Ok. Ok, ça marche. Listening to those Buddhist teachings about spreading the teachings of Buddha and looking out for all sentient beings. You know, it doesn't say on the website, come visit us and learn. Come visit us, but you can only learn from us if you give us money. And it's not unreasonable to think that a monastery doesn't follow the normal commercial practices. 'Cause normally, yeah, for a commercial thing, yeah, if they said they had rooms available. You know, I mean, I didn't think that the rooms were necessarily free. You would definitely know that if a commercial entity said, you know, there are rooms in their classes. But they would also list prices. Did the website list prices? I don't know. Not on the homepage. It just talked about all the different head blurbs for each thing. And I don't know. Look at this. You know, on the one hand, I'm like, who am I to know what the Buddha taught and what the right thing to do is? On the other hand, I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. No discussion of like a meal a day, or you just don't change your sheets, or no, we need your money. You would think that a monastery would be a place that was free of that bullshit, where if you can, then you do, right? Because there were 7 empty beds in the room. How much does it cost to wash 2 additional sheets? One time. No, this is fucking ridiculous. People are stupid. Okay, except that they're idiots. So what do I do with that now? Well, I guess, do I look for someplace else? Do I try to talk to someone here and tell them to not be an idiot? Do I just deal with it? You know, I don't know how I'm gonna eat though. I guess I'll have to go down in the town and ask people. But look how far town is. Is that a trip that we can make on a daily basis? Yeah, we have a lot to figure out tonight, a lot to think about. You know what? All these assholes can get really fucked up the ass. So I'm reading, and I hear a plastic thing fall. Something felt alarming about it, but I didn't know what it was. I'm gonna take his hat. Anyway, and then I hear something fall. I thought it was just kids playing. And that woman, that gardener that you've seen in the background, she screams. And I turn around and you can't see anything because they're in the plants. But I can see him standing up, like he's probably looking down at her. You can't see her though. He's got his hand in the air, like he's about to smack her again. She's screaming like she's getting beat. So I run up. She's already like kind of kicked him off, and I guess he was gonna go in again. And I where'd he go? And I shove him off, and she thanks me. Maybe I should have fucking asked for payment first. Fuck these people. He lost his hat in the scuffle and couldn't find it, so he left. And she found it, so she threw it down. So, right, so we were sitting over there. That's where we were recording a lot of the videos. So we walked over here because we thought we had seen him go down here. So we walked over here. We go down here. Okay? Walk all the way to the end over there. Don't see him. Come back this way. Go down to the street because we thought we heard the lawnmower thing noise over there. Then we hear his voice up there. So then we climb back up the wall and up through the plants to give him his hat.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I'm so lost, dude. I was imagining when they had dinner, which is when, by the way. When am I going to be able to tell these people about themselves? That there's a problem here if anybody asks what I think. And then the moment they respond, I'll question whatever I was thinking, and they wouldn't do that. The roles were reversed. Do I want to be more like them in that regard? Is their value? And this brings us back to the question, how can you be intelligently skeptical? How can you balance skepticism of self and other and critical thinking and faith and just gotta keep working on it, I guess. I'm not working on it though. I'm just waiting for thoughts to come to me through experiences. I'm waiting for things to trigger things. How am I gonna begin to work on it? Where do you start? We need to set forth the criteria. We need to set forth the criteria of what kind of skepticism, what it means to have healthy skepticism. Like whatever the solution to the problem is, what kind of criteria does it need to meet? No, but that's all part of the solution, isn't it? For instance, the one criterion I was thinking of is that, can you drink alcohol here? Because I have the beer that Luis gave me. All right, one idea for a criterion was you have to be able to learn when you are wrong immediately. But that's all part of the solution. That is part of the balance. I don't even know how to wrap my mind around this. Again, why do I think that I'm intelligent? Okay, let's think about this critically. What is the critically in the common sense of the term? What is the problem? The problem is that if you are open to other people's ideas, you'll be influenced by stupidity. So how do you stay open to good ideas and reject bad ones? Well, you can't judge whether they're good ideas or bad ones, because anything that disagrees with yours is going to seem like a bad one, unless it's, maybe well worded. But whatever the factors are that make you consider something either a good idea or a bad idea, it's regardless of the actual truth or value of the idea. Do you see what that obviously that's an issue, right? Obviously that's why it's so paradoxical, right? You see how much of an issue it is, right? It's like if you have a garden and you say, I want to let Mother Earth tell me which plants are good according to which plants grow. But then you're gonna have weeds. And if you decide which plants are good and which aren't, well, that defeats the whole purpose of the original thing. The whole thing was that you want to learn. So how do you learn critically? Well, how do you read critically? You look at your sources. You look at the sources of what you're reading. And basically, do people like this source or not? And does this source have a certain quantity of other sources? Those are just indicators of a higher probability of reliability. That's what you do for like online articles or for books. What do you do for people? Fuck me, dude. Thinking about going to the temple, but I've got these books drying over there. Maybe I'll just pack up everything else and go to the temple. Maybe I'll be able to think better there. Oh wait, but first let's write some stuff out. Hold on. So monks pay for their material needs by people's contributions, and yet, wait, but what are they? What? So what about somebody else that depends on other people's contributions? They don't share the love in order to meet their goal of spreading the teachings? Oh, this is fucked, dude. I hope I record. I hope I have the instinct and I don't get nervous about people hearing this fucking vibration. And I just record. Human beings are fucked. And I don't have the something to dedicate to fixing them, to dedicate myself to fixing them, and to dedicate my time to fixing you. So I called my brother to try to get some insight. My brother's Buddhist and he has worked in a monastery. And he gave me some, and then at the end of the call suggested that I just try to give them the benefit of the doubt. And not expect people to do what I want them to do. Dickhead. I called him so that he could explain and make it make sense to me how the teachings of the Buddha could be consistent with not making one exception. And his advice was that I get the benefit of the doubt. This whole trip is about how I might trust people too much to be right and to be good. Of course, he doesn't know how much of a trigger that is for me. By the way, this is the same guy that didn't believe my Cicero story. And he doesn't feel comfortable because the call kept cutting out. So he didn't even feel comfortable sending any last remarks over message because messages can be reposted and taken out of context sometimes. Am I gonna post his messages? I'm gonna put them in my journal, but same thing with his testimony. Oh, and then I asked if you can't trust your brother, who can you trust? And he referred to, a thing that our dad had with our uncle, where they didn't talk for decades because our uncle cheated our dad. Cool.
Ah, monsieur, vous parlez quelle langue?
Anglais, français.
Je m'excuse, je ne veux pas vous impliquer dans une histoire grotesque, mais...
Ouais, j'apprécie bien.
Vous ne connaissez pas le passé, alors...
Ouais, c'est ça.
Je m'excuse, hein.
Ouais, et moi j'en sais rien. Mais...
C'est bien que vous étiez là, parce que ça aurait pu aller très loin.
Ok, bon bah tant mieux. Et mesdames, elles s'appellent comment?
Hein?
Mesdames là, elles s'appellent comment?
Je prends des secondes.
Non, mais elle disait qu'elle voulait la prochaine fois qu'elle te verra, enfin, si c'est le bon moment, elle voulait aussi s'excuser en fait auprès de toi.
Elle vient de le faire.
Ah ok, très bien. Bon bah, passez une bonne soirée hein. To explain why I walked up to this woman and would ultimately basically molest her, well, no, it was just that she had a fly. But why I'm interacting with her at all, it's because we had a rapport, I thought. Earlier, she was trying to watch the ceremony, but couldn't, and she kept hollering out, and she was shielding her eyes and stuff, so I gave her my sunglasses. So I walked over, gave her my sunglasses, and then she held my hand, and so I was just holding her hand for a while. So I thought that she would recognize me, we would have another nice moment together. God damn it. Whatever, let's see whether we can find this page. Alright, let's go to the temple, actually. Sir, do you speak English? A little bit. Okay. My name's Eris. I'm wondering, is it possible to work here in exchange for food?
In this letter, you have to talk with the secretary.
Okay. Thank you. So Ben is no longer a dickhead. He was willing to trust me with some good advice. Basically what I was thinking is, if I just want to learn from them, right? I don't think I put this in any of the videos yet. Or maybe I did I? No, I don't think so. But yeah, if I say I really just want to learn from you. I'm happy to camp. And maybe if I could just have like one meal a day, that'll be fine for me. And any work that you need, I would do. I won't be here long. I just really want to learn from you, and I thought I want to learn meditation, so where to go better? Just got a lot of things I'm trying to sort out, and I don't have any money. And that's what Ben suggested I say. Well, obviously, I had already thought a lot about that. I don't know what my point is. Just give me a round of applause, please. Thanks. Bonsoir.
Oui, bonsoir.
Est-ce que vous avez 2 minutes?
Oui.
Ok, super. On passe en anglais?
En français.
Pour vous? Ouais, mais anglais c'est plus facile.
Ok, d'accord.
Mais si ça marche pour vous, hein.
Mieux français pour moi.
Mieux français, bah on fait français. Bah du coup, en gros, ouais, je suis venu parce que je voulais apprendre. Enfin, je voulais apprendre tout court.
Ouais.
Et du coup, on m'a dit de peut-être parler au secrétariat.
Ouais.
Si je peux travailler, peut-être.
Non,
en
ça
échange.
c'est pas possible.
Ah, ça c'est pas possible.
Ouais, parce
Ok.
qu'il y a déjà des autres gens que vous qui ont demandé,
Ouais.
et puis on peut pas. Financièrement, nous on est limite.
Ok.
Tu vois, si on était milliardaire, on dirait, mais
Ouais.
on mange, vit, travaille, ça irait.
Ok.
Mais là, non. Et puis on reçoit bientôt 120 enfants, donc après on peut plus les visiter.
Ah.
Donc, ils arrivent samedi.
Ah, ok.
Samedi.
Ah.
Donc, tout ça, après tous les visiteurs, ils doivent partir.
Ah,
C'est la
ok.
semaine des enfants.
Ah, ok.
Ouais. Par contre, tu peux aller dormir gratuit à Vevey.
À Beauvais?
Ouais. Là, tu peux aller.
Ah, où ça? Bah, je vois où c'est la ville, mais où ça
ouais.
juste?
Alors, tu peux déjà prendre le funiculaire pour descendre.
Ouais.
Voilà. Et quand t'es en bas, tu sors du funiculaire, il y a un bus.
Ok.
Tu sors du funiculaire comme ça. Après, tu descends en direction du lac.
Ok.
Tu marches au bord du lac. Et quand tu arrives à la grande place du marché où il y a des arènes, où c'est la fête des vignerons,
Ok.
la rue à côté de la fête des vignerons, il y a l'armée du salut.
Ok.
Là, tu peux dormir
Ok.
gratuitement.
Très bien. Bah, sinon
Je crois que c'est gratuit.
Ouais, ok.
Hein.
Bah,
Et,
très bien, mais j'ai une tente en tout cas. Bah, du coup, je peux visiter jusqu'à samedi.
C'est ça?
Ici, ouais.
Ouais.
Glitch. Despite the timestamp, something is missing from the footage. It's the part where I ask her, what kind of programs do you have? What kind of courses do you have? And so here is her answer.
On a des programmes, des trucs, c'est tout payant.
Ouais,
Ouais, et là,
ok.
c'est très surveillé. Donc,
Ok.
voilà. Par contre, ce que je te propose,
Oui.
c'est de revenir quand tu auras de l'argent.
Oui,
Parce
ok.
qu'en fait, si tu veux, dans le bouddhisme, on dit, enfin, dans le musulman et toutes les religions, on dit, quand tu manges une pomme puis que tu l'as volée, elle t'aide pas pour ton corps, mais quand tu manges une pomme puis que tu l'as payée, elle t'aide.
Ouais,
Tu vois, je veux dire. Donc ici, t'as rien volé pour l'instant, mais t'as quand même dormi gratuitement puis c'était pas gratuit. Donc,
Ouais.
c'est bien que tu reviennes avec l'argent puis que tu payes juste, et là, tu auras beaucoup plus qui va venir dans ta tête.
ok.
Tu vois ce que je veux dire? T'accumuleras beaucoup plus.
Ouais.
T'auras rien volé. Et à ce moment-là, tu seras chez toi le temps que tu auras payé. Tu seras beaucoup mieux dans ta tête et dans ta peau.
Ah ouais, ouais, bah moi je fais beaucoup pour les gens, du coup j'ai pas la même culture au niveau de, parce que moi j'aime bien faire pour les autres.
Ouais.
Vous voyez,
Mais
même
c'est très
si.
important que tu fasses pour toi aussi, pour avoir de l'argent. Hein? Il faut le juste milieu. C'est pas que comme ça, tu vois.
Ouais.
C'est important.
Mais c'est juste que moi je voudrais jamais que quelqu'un culpabilise
Ouais.
juste parce que j'ai donné quelque chose.
Oui.
Ouais.
Mais tu viens d'où?
Chicago.
Ah, d'accord, ok. Mhm. D'accord, ok, très bien. Mais t'es le bienvenu, mais c'est bien que tu aies de l'argent pour venir ici.
Oui.
Oui, comme ça tu payes le dortoir, tu peux payer la nourriture, ou bien tu manges toi-même, tu vas acheter au supermarché.
Oui.
Ça c'est it's possible too. Maintenant
Ouais.
je comprends pourquoi tu voulais l'anglais. Mais ouais. Alors, if you take the funiculaire now, you go down.
Yeah.
And after
No,
you go-
tonight I'm definitely gonna camp here though.
Ok, d'accord.
Yeah.
But it's important to leave your room soon as possible.
Oh, okay. Well, because I had a leak in my bag, that's why I was trying to dry everything out. But hopefully everything's dry, so I'll leave now.
Ok, d'accord.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'll just get my books and I'll leave.
And when you have money, you come here, you are the welcome.
Sure.
Huh? It's important to be right. There is rules for everybody, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, everybody has to pay because there is in some other country, some other monastery, there is monastery free, but this we have to pay. This one,
Mhm.
you have to pay the night, you have to pay the food.
Yeah.
So it's for everybody the same things. Even for me, you know, all the monks have to pay something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get your money from?
Alors, me, I had a bad accident.
Okay.
And I have insurance.
Okay.
Other monks is family.
Okay.
Can be family. Some Tibetan monks, they don't have money. It's what you give plus, you know, the donation.
Okay.
Donation of people.
So those donations
Yes.
are help
Yes,
people.
Yes.
But then you don't do donations in turn.
I do donation for the monastery sometimes.
Yeah. But I mean the monastery.
Oh, dis-moi en français.
Ouais. Là, du coup, si quelqu'un comme moi,
Ouais.
qui a pas d'argent,
Ouais.
veut juste apprendre, et
Ouais.
si enfin, d'après ce que j'ai appris tout à l'heure, à 15h,
Ouais.
c'est important pour vous d'apprendre aux autres les idées du Bouddha.
Oui.
Et du coup, si quelqu'un comme moi
Oui.
vient,
Oui.
enfin, il n'y a pas d'exception que vous faites, parce que vous acceptez les dons, mais vous faites pas les dons, c'est ça?
Obviously, I didn't actually mean that anyone who receives donations should also be making financial donations. And that was poorly worded on my part. I just meant like doing favors for other people or helping other people out, such as being willing to wash 2 sheets and let someone stay another day, you know, whatever.
Oui, parce qu'en fait, on vit de donations.
Ouais.
Alors, si tu veux, si tu veux, ici on est en Suisse, on vit où il y a les millionnaires, donc on a énormément de taxes.
Oui.
Donc, si tu veux, tous les visiteurs qui viennent dormir, ils doivent payer la chambre et la nourriture.
Oui.
C'est des montants justes pour
Ouais.
éviter que les gens ils payent 2 francs et puis que nous on soit perdus, tu vois.
Ouais.
Mais après, on vit des donations. C'est-à-dire
Ouais.
un visiteur, il doit payer 50 francs, il laisse 100 francs.
Ouais.
C'est 50 francs pour nous.
Ouais.
Tu vois, ça peut être comme ça. Maintenant, ce que je voulais te dire, c'est que si un jour tu as de l'argent, tu peux acheter un livre en anglais sur le trésor du Dharma,
Okay.
Treasure of Dharma.
Yeah, treasure, yeah.
Ouais. Et puis là, il y a beaucoup l'enseignement de Bouddha. C'est le livre qui a été écrit par le maître du Dalai Lama. Donc,
Ok.
tu as vraiment l'enseignement de Bouddha en condensé.
Okay.
You understand, condensé.
Yeah.
Hein. Et puis, ça, tu peux déjà lire et puis étudier.
Okay.
Quand moi, j'ai acheté ce livre, le maître m'a dit, tu dois le lire toute ta vie sans t'arrêter.
Ouais.
Voilà, donc je lis beaucoup.
Ok.
Voilà. Et après, pour venir ici étudiant, il faut demander au maître. Mais normalement, les visiteurs, comme toi, on dit 3 jours, pas plus.
Ok.
Même si tu veux 3 semaines, on dit non.
Ouais.
On dit 3 jours, pas plus.
Ouais.
Les gens qui payent la nourriture, qui payent la chambre, 3 jours, pas plus, parce que c'est un endroit qui est difficile à supporter
Ouais.
au niveau des énergies, au niveau
Ok.
des prières.
Ok.
Les gens, ils viennent facilement
Ah ouais.
dépressifs, ça devient difficile.
Oui.
Il n'y a pas la cigarette, c'est interdit. Il n'y
Ouais.
a pas l'alcool, il n'y a
Ouais.
pas la télé, il
Ouais.
n'y a pas les copains.
Ouais.
Et 3 jours, pas plus.
Ouais.
Voilà.
Ok.
En général, c'est comme ça.
Ok.
Mais mets de l'argent de côté et reviens.
Ok.
Tu seras le bienvenu.
Ok.
Vraiment. Ouais.
Merci.
Après, pour étudier, il faut demander au maître.
Ouais. Et au maître, comment je fais?
Alors, ça, tu peux déjà demander au secrétariat.
Ok.
Mais pour venir étudier ici, il faut plus que 1000 francs par mois.
Ok.
Déjà.
Ok.
Donc, si tu veux, il faut 1000 francs par mois pour payer la chambre.
Ouais.
Et après, il y a ton téléphone et l'assurance maladie suisse.
Ok.
Et après, il faut les papiers.
Ok.
Donc, ça, c'est quelque chose de très compliqué.
Ouais.
Tu vois.
Ok.
Mais t'as pas besoin de faire tout ça. Tu peux acheter quelques livres ici, venir une fois ici tous les 2 ans, tous les 5 ans. Pour une semaine, c'est assez. T'es lié avec nous à ce moment-là.
Ouais.
T'as pas besoin d'être là tout le temps pour
Ok.
étudier.
Ok.
Tu peux vraiment vivre à Chicago, avoir une femme et des
Bah,
enfants.
j'habite à Paris là.
Ah d'accord.
Ouais.
Alors tu peux vraiment vivre à Paris.
Ouais.
Et il y a aussi un très beau maître à Paris. Hein.
Ok.
Tu sais ça.
Non, j'ai pas. En fait, pour des autres raisons, je voulais aussi voyager un peu, c'est pour ça, voilà.
Ouais.
Mais ok, très bien.
Ouais.
Merci.
Mais de rien. À Paris, il s'appelle Dakpo Rinpoche. Il y a un très bon centre, très
Ok.
grand. Des amis à nous, enfin, la même, le Dalai Lama,
Ok.
la même chose.
Bah, je vais regarder.
Ouais.
Bah, très bien.
Et là, en habitant Paris, tu peux peut-être aller souvent chez lui pour faire les prières et les enseignements,
Oui.
sans payer pour dormir, parce que tu as ton appartement.
Bah, voilà, c'est
Et
ça.
c'est la même chose qu'ici.
Ouais.
Tu vois.
Ouais.
C'est
Très bien. Merci beaucoup.
super.
Merci.
C'est bon, hein. Ciao.
Merci. Ciao. Rebonsoir.
Oui, bonsoir.
Est-ce que vous avez 2 minutes?
Oui.
Ok, super. Ouais, je suis venu parce que je voulais apprendre. Enfin, je voulais apprendre tout court.
Ouais.
Si je peux travailler peut-être
Non,
en
ça c'est
échange.
pas possible. Parce
Ok.
qu'il y a déjà des autres gens que vous qui ont demandé et on peut pas. Financièrement, nous on est limite. Pas si on était milliardaire, on dirait mais
Ouais.
on mange, vie, travail, ça irait.
Ok.
Et là non. On reçoit bientôt 120 enfants. Donc on peut plus les visiter. Ça arrive samedi. Après, tous les visiteurs ils doivent partir. Par contre, tu peux aller dormir gratuit à Vevey. Il y a l'armée du salut.
Bah, sinon
Je
je.
crois que c'est gratuit.
Bah,
Mais
très bien, mais j'ai une tante en tout cas. Du coup, je peux visiter jusqu'à samedi.
Ici, ouais.
Glitch. Despite the timestamp, something is missing from the footage. It's the part where I ask her, what kind of programs do you have? What kind of courses do you have? And so here is her answer.
Bah, on a des programmes, des trucs, c'est un peu. C'est tout payant.
Ouais.
Ouais, et là,
Ok.
c'est très surveillé. Donc,
Ok.
voilà. Par contre, ce que je te propose, c'est de revenir quand tu auras de l'argent. Dans le bouddhisme, on dit, quand tu manges une pomme puis que tu l'as volée, elle t'aide pas pour ton corps, mais quand tu manges une pomme puis que tu l'as payée, elle t'aide. Tu vois, je veux dire. Donc ici, t'as rien volé pour l'instant, mais t'as quand même dormi gratuitement puis c'était pas gratuit. C'est bien que tu reviennes avec l'argent puis que tu payes juste, et là, tu auras beaucoup plus qui va venir dans ta tête.
Ok.
Tu vois ce que je veux dire? T'accumuleras beaucoup plus.
Ouais.
T'auras rien volé. Et à ce moment-là, tu seras beaucoup mieux dans ta tête et dans ta peau.
Ah ouais, bah moi je fais beaucoup pour les gens, du coup j'ai pas la même culture au niveau de, parce que moi j'aime bien faire pour les autres.
Ouais.
Vous voyez,
Mais
même
c'est très
si
important que tu fasses pour toi aussi, pour avoir de l'argent. Hein. Il faut le juste milieu.
je
Tu viens
voudrais
d'où?
jamais que quelqu'un culpabilise
Ouais.
juste parce que j'ai donné quelque chose.
Tu viens d'où?
Chicago.
Ah d'accord, ok. Mais t'es le bienvenu, mais c'est bien que tu aies de l'argent pour venir ici. Alors, if you take the funiculaire now, you go down.
Yeah.
And after
No,
you go-
tonight I'm definitely gonna camp here though.
Ok, d'accord.
Yeah.
But it's important to leave your room soon as possible.
I'll just get my books and I'll leave.
And when you have money, you come here, you are the welcome.
Sure,
Huh? It's important to be right. There is rules for everybody, you know.
sure.
Yeah, everybody has to pay. Even for me, you know, all the monks have to pay something.
And you get your money from?
Alors, me, I had a bad accident.
Okay.
And I have insurance.
Okay.
Other monks is family. Some Tibetan monks they don't have money. It's what you give plus You know, the donation.
So those donations
Yes.
are help
Yes,
people,
yes.
but then you don't do donations in turn.
Obviously, it didn't actually mean that anyone who receives donations should also be making financial donations. And that was poorly worded on my part. I just meant like doing favors for other people or helping other people out, such as being willing to wash 2 sheets and let someone stay another day, you know, whatever.
I do donation for the monastery sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean the monastery.
Oh, du coup, en français?
Ouais. Bah, du coup, si quelqu'un comme moi,
Ouais.
qui a pas d'argent, veut
Ouais.
juste apprendre, d'après ce que j'ai appris tout à l'heure à 15h,
Ouais.
c'est important pour vous d'apprendre aux autres les idées du Bouddha.
Oui.
Et du coup, si quelqu'un comme moi vient,
Oui.
enfin, il n'y a pas d'exception que vous faites parce que vous acceptez les dons, mais vous faites pas les dons, c'est ça?
Oui, parce qu'en fait, on vit de donations. On vit où il y a les millionnaires, donc on a énormément de taxes. On vit des donations. Ce que je voulais te dire, si un jour tu as de l'argent, tu peux acheter un livre en anglais sur le trésor du Dharma, Treasure of Dharma. Là, il y a beaucoup l'enseignement de Bouddha. En condensé,
Ok.
you understand, condensé.
Yeah.
Après, pour venir ici étudiant, il faut demander au maître. Mais normalement, les visiteurs, comme toi, on dit 3 jours, pas plus. Les gens qui payent la nourriture, qui payent la chambre, 3 jours, pas plus, parce que c'est un endroit qui est difficile à supporter.
Ok.
Les gens, ils viennent facilement dépressifs, ça devient difficile. T'as pas la cigarette, c'est interdit,
Ouais.
t'as pas l'alcool,
Ouais.
t'as pas la télé,
Ouais.
t'as pas les copains. Mets de l'argent de côté et reviens.
Ok.
Tu seras le bienvenu. Vraiment.
Ok.
Après, pour étudier, il faut demander au maître.
Comment je fais?
Ça, tu peux déjà demander au secrétariat.
Ok.
Mais pour venir étudier ici, il faut plus que 1000 francs par mois, déjà. Mais t'as pas besoin de faire tout ça. Tu peux acheter quelques livres ici, venir une fois ici tous les 2 ans, tous les 5 ans. Pour une semaine, c'est assez. T'es lié avec nous à ce moment-là. T'as pas besoin d'être là tout le temps pour
Ok.
étudier.
Très bien. Merci beaucoup.
Super.
Merci.
C'est bon, hein? Ciao.
Merci. Ciao.
That makes me feel the opposite of what the other thing made me feel.
That was so crushing.
I feel like I'm gonna cry again. I just wanted to fill up my water pot, and he said I could eat. I said, no, I didn't pay. And he said, no, please. You can eat, have some. Yeah. And I just had a conversation with her, which was the video that you already saw. And she referred to eating without paying for it as stealing. And the hilarious thing is that they pay for their food on donations. I don't know. She said when you eat an apple that you stole, it doesn't do as good for your body as when you eat an apple that you paid for. She said, you haven't stolen yet, although you did sleep in a room for free that wasn't for free. You can see all that in the video. Thank you, Tuto. And I filled up my water bottles, put my plate in the kitchen, and I thanked him again. I asked him his name. And I was leaving, and a woman stepped out and asked whether I would like some fruit. And guess what he picked out of the basket to give to me? I said, that's enough. So I'm literally eating the apple. So I guess they have different perspectives on the teachings. So now we're gonna pack up, get the hell out of this heathen's nest. And then we'll talk more when we get to the top of the mountain. Also, we're going to go to the bank tomorrow, and we're going to, oh shit, how much money do we have? We gotta pay rent. Oh shit, we might not even be able to do anything. So I was thinking we're gonna look at our bank account, because I would love to just give 50 euros worth of francs. Or just something, you know, because that last treatment was amazing. And the guy, he was really nice. By the way, I was so busy processing everything that I came in here with my shoes on. Let's see, on each floor. So here they are now, but I had them on my feet. And I came through here. There's a guy standing there. I said, please, after you. He kind of looked me up and down. I didn't understand why. Now I get it. And there I go. I walk in. Fuck me. I asked her where she gets her money from. So the Tibetan monks get it from donations. She gets hers from insurance because she was in a bad accident. Some of them get it from family. Wait, what am I doing considering giving them money when I don't have any? Especially if it'll go to her. Because she's not considering. Dude, bro, look. Look at this. These sheets are already fluffed. Easily stay here another 2 nights. Oh. And the best part was she said there are courses coming up. They're, you know, you have to pay for them. And they're very heavily, like, seriously monitored. Awesome. That building is a temple. That building's the eatery. I don't know what, I guess that's where the monks live. And then on the other side is where I was. So you'll see that, and let's get going. What time is it anyway? It's only 8:30. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I guess just read. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, and another funny thing, by the way, she was like,
Oh, and please, you have to leave your room as soon as possible.
did I mention there are 6 or 7 other beds? And there's another guy who's leaving later today, who has one of the beds in the room. No specific time, just gotta leave as soon as possible. Great, cool. Yeah, so it's funny, she's okay getting money for nothing. We're not giving money for nothing. Talking about fucking stealing and about how it's a better experience or whatever if you buy something. Fuck you, I like helping people. I like when they help me. I love that experience because what I taste is human connection. I taste humanity. Not in a cannibal-like way, but yeah. That's a hell of a lot better than tasting fucking money, financial achievement, capitalism. Well, of course, I'm not super opposed to capitalism, but I am opposed to greed. Ooh. Oh no, I'm just gonna camp in my tent. Up there. No, sorry, up on the mountain, All right, keep me distracted. Yeah, so Two Top, he was real cool. I liked him a lot, and it's Two Top. Real easy, Two Top. He's from Mongolia, speaks Mongolian, Tibetan, French, English, and German. Yeah, let's go. Perseverance, people are people, believe in yourself. People are people. People fuck up. They can be cops, they can be monks, they can be even true salespeople. I know, that one you'll need some convincing. They can be professors, they can be me, but we already knew that. What we need to believe is that other people can be wrong too. The difference is, I don't think I'm really wrong when I'm extremely confident about something. You know, they're wrong all the time because they're binary. Things are either true or they're false. This is a really good tripod because it can be used as it's a selfie stick. Because it's skinny enough and long enough, right? Only been 5 minutes. Oh, I remember running this. After 3 minutes, I had to pause and walk. And I was like, holy shit, it's only been 3 minutes. And you know, I thought she started to seem kind of nice when she was saying,
Really, you'd be welcome. Come back, you'd be welcome, really. Come back with some money, and you would absolutely be welcome.
I was like, okay, maybe we're ending things on a good note. But then I think it might have been after that she then started talking about theft and, you know, I'll feel better when I come and pay for the room. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I mean, no, fuck you. I like community. And you know, I'm only learning this meditation shit so that I can save all of you. I'm only trying to learn it anyway. So, fuck you. Oh. Fuck me. Oh. try not to look at myself. I hate when people look at themselves. I mean, like, for a picture, you can't fucking glance at the lens. I know you gotta get yourself right, but what about like a selfie? You're in total control of when that image is taken. But why can't you just glance up for a second after you gotten yourself right? And also just don't worry about getting yourself right, actually. It's a group picture, just whatever. Ben sent me a bunch of follow-up messages. Super nice of him. Not only to trust me not to repost these completely innocent messages and get him in zero trouble at all, but also just super helpful information. Thanks again, Ben. Did I put what I said about you earlier? Did I include that video in this final video? I mean, I didn't really have a right to be mad at you, but I don't know. It's just the very thing that I'm working on, which is to doubt myself a little less and give people a little less of the benefit of the doubt. Like, not be totally convinced that they're right and I'm missing something, which is kind of how it ends up being. And then you give me the very basic lesson that I've been preaching to people and I've been asking for, and I already do, which is give people the benefit of the doubt. It just felt very insulting. So if I did include that other bit, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry now for having included it, because then I just wouldn't include it, right? I can't truly regret what I'm gonna do. Well, or can you? Can you feel like you have to do it? Yeah, because I do want to show I want to show everything. But why? That's what you were scared of texting me about. Okay, so, shit. Tricky, because I guess I gotta respect whatever ideas, however silly I may think they are. Now you have privacy. Yeah, you didn't ask to be the brother of a YouTube star. Okay, this is it, right? Oh, the ground's hard. Not over here, I bet. Oh, look. Oh, good. All rise. That's rock solid. Oh, it feels good to get up here. Is this a peak? Oh, what's it called on my graph? A local maximum. Is this a local maximum? It looks like it, right? Can you see? Yeah, it looks like a local maximum, right? Oh, I'm getting dizzy. It is though, right? Good. Actually, where are we gonna sleep? Here? Here? Let's see, what other choice do we have? Yeah, it's all path and wood and... Right? Right? Let's just have a beer and let's call Mom. Tell her about our day. So we were looking over there, like right over there on the other side of that tree. What about right there? Let's go check it out. Yeah, man, this is great. And it's the local maximum. And you can sit up there for a little beer, the beer that Luis gave us. And then our tent here. This is great. Where's the sunrise gonna be? Over there. So we're gonna be in the shade. It would have been cool if we could see the sunrise. But anyway, we'll be in the shade, great. Alright, tent's all set up. It's really not that dark out, bro. Hold on. How bright is this? Dude, it's not that dark out at all. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Anyway, yeah, so tent's all set up. Jesus, why are you lying? It is not even that dark out. Look at the sky. It's all set up. Mosquitoes are out. Let's have this beer, and then let's head in, play some solitaire or something. Oh, god damn it. So, that beer was nice. 13%. Good night. Fuck Dory. Fuck Buddhists. Not all of them, obviously. Pretty easy living, right? You just focus on achieving nirvana. You let people visit. You show them around. Your entire job is to show people around your house. And then they give you money so that you can achieve nirvana. Pretty sweet gig. And you say, oh no, I'm living I have my iPhone X, sure, but my iPhone 10, whatever, but bare living, so can't afford to give anybody a room for the night or a meal, 2 meals. So then where would it stop? All kinds of homeless people would be showing up, learning the teachings of Buddha, and that's not your job. It's not just spread the Buddha teachings to everyone. Yeah, fuck you.